I love finding new ways to use leftover materials from different projects and lessons that I've taught. And I've had these rainbow streamers for quite a while, from I think something that I did back in September. So I wanted to use them to work back into my sketchbook, and I wanted it to just be a really relaxed art session. So I watered down some liquid Elmer's glue, and then I'm using an old paintbrush, just an old acrylic paintbrush, to kind of paint my page. So I've got a little bit of adhesion worked up. And then I'm just randomly grabbing strips from the bin of leftover ones. I'm not paying any attention to what colors I grab. I'm just kind of grabbing one and then like just going with wherever my gut tells me it should go on the page to fill up the entire sketchbook. And then I found that I needed a little bit more sticking. So I'm using the liquid glue, the watered down liquid glue, to kind of go over it and to kind of, it'll seep through the streamer. It's kind of like the crinoline for, not crinoline, streamers. They're just streamers for decorating. So they're very, very thin. So the great thing is the glue soaks through it and helps them attach to the page and to each other. So just playing along with this is a really fun thing you can do with pretty much any leftover material that you have. Streamers work great. Tissue paper also works great just because they're both so thin. But you can also do it with scraps of watercolor, old drawings you tear up, construction paper, magazine images. And it's just fun to kind of glue and stick and glue and stick and really not have any intention other than having a fun creative session. And then just, flowing through it. Now I am going to eventually treat the entire page of my sketchbook, so it'll be a full spread of rainbow colors, which is really great. But I'm starting with the right side and just kind of focusing on that smaller area because it felt a little overwhelming to kind of deal with the full spread of the sketchbook at one time. And the fun thing is, in the end, it's going to be a really cool rainbow full piece without the intention of like navigating the entire composition as a whole. And you'll see it works out great. So this is a really fun exercise that kind of relates to a great way to get out of an art slump, or if you just have a little bit of creative time but you're not sure what to do, or you just kind of want to have a fun session. This is a really fun way to approach art making in a way that takes off all the pressure, completely all the pressure. And because I'm using materials that are left over from a class that I taught, the materials were already there. They were just kind of sitting, waiting for their future art existence. And this will make a really great sketchbook spread that I can work back into. I can draw back into this. I can collage into it further. I could paint into it with acrylic and just have a ton of fun because that glue surface is going to create a nice base coat for me to work back into. So I really hope that you try something like this. If you do, be sure to tag me. If you like the video, give it a like. And if you want to learn more really fun, quick art techniques, definitely check out some of the other videos on my YouTube channel, but also check out my Skillshare classes. And I'll put a link in the description so that you can get 1 month access for free to Skillshare. I love teaching on Skillshare and providing some really great inspiration and fun, creative, exciting things for my students to check out. That's what it's all about for me, is just sharing my journey and my passion for art making and the creative process, and to help others get inspired and keep creating or get creating or whatever. So this falls perfectly in line with my art slump class and some of my other collage classes too. So definitely check those out. I have some really exciting plans coming up for future Skillshare classes and a whole bunch of YouTube videos that are in the works. So it's going to be a really exciting explosion of creative sharing, both on YouTube, Skillshare, and even over on my Instagram. So definitely stay in touch, follow along on the journey, and let's get creative together as we go into the new year. And I'll see you next time.